Good morning, children. How are you? I hope you are enjoying your holidays with your parents. And also, you are continuing your studies without break through online. Very good. And welcome to your biology class. Children, we have learned that all living organisms require food. Plants can make their food themselves. Can you explain how green plants synthesize their own food? So, green plants synthesize their own food by photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? So, plants require four factors: sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, and chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green pigment present in green leaves. This chlorophyll is capable of converting solar energy into chemical energy. So, this chlorophyll, in the presence of sunlight, converts carbon dioxide and water into simple sugars. This process is called photosynthesis. Okay, you know, the photosynthesis is the only process which produces food and organisms on earth. Animals, including humans, cannot make their own food. Then, where do animals get their food from? You know the answer. From plants. There is a question. First of all, why do we have to eat food? In the last classes we have studied. Already you know the answer. The energy from food is utilized by organisms for carrying out their various body functions like digestion, respiration, excretion, etc. For proper growth of body, to protect body from the diseases. So, organisms need food. Where do we get food from? Already we know the answer. We get our food from plants or animals or both. If herbivores, they depend only on plants. If the carnivores, they get their food from animals. If omnivores, they get both plants and animals. If the decomposers, they depend on dead and decaying organisms. So, nowadays our India's population is more than 135 crores. It is one of the second large populated country. Okay. In order to provide food for a large population, regular production, proper management and distribution of food is necessary. So, today we are going to learn about crops and management. Do you know, children, when was man started agriculture? Till 10,000 BC, people were nomadic. Nomadic means they are wandering. They are moving from one place to another in search of food, shelter and protection. people were nomadic. They were not staying at a particular place. Why they were nomadic? Because in search of food, shelter and protection. They ate raw fruits, vegetables and started hunting for animals for food. Later, they could cultivate land and produce rice, wheat and other food crops. That was born of agriculture. Okay. What is crop management? Growing plants and rearing animals of food, clothing and their useful products is called agriculture. Here, growing plants and rearing animals for food, clothing and other useful products. This is called agriculture. That means here we are growing. So, we have to take care of their growth at different levels. Taking care of them for their healthy growth, concentrating on their health, on their production, on their harvesting, remaining things. So this is called crop management. Plants of the same kind grown on a large scale for food, clothing, etc. are called crops. Children, what are these? Oh, good answer. These are plants, different plants, not a same kind of plant. Different plants are there. If only one is there, we say plant. Now, coming to the next slide. What is this? Here see, observe children. It is field. Agricultural field. Very good. Nice answer. Once you observe, how many plants are there? Very good. Many plants are there. How many kinds of plants are there? Very good. Only one kind of plant. So, when plants of the same kind are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is the same kind of plant. All are paddy plants. All are wheat plants. So, there are different two fields are there. One field contains all paddy plants and wheat plants are grown in another field. So, when plants are grown, when the plants of the same kind are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called crop. It is called crop. For example, crop of wheat means that all the plants grown in a field are that of wheat. Other examples, cereals, vegetables, fruits. These can be classified on the basis of season in which they grow. Once again I am repeating, when plants of the same kind are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called a crop. For example, crop of wheat means that all the plants grown in a field are that of wheat. Cereals, vegetables and fruits. These can be classified on the basis of season in which they are grown. Now, crop management. You know, growing plants and rearing animals for food, clothing and other useful products is called agriculture? When was agriculture started? We know. Now what is meant by agriculture? That means growing plants. Not only plants. Here agricultural means both plants and animals. So growing plants and rearing animals. Why? For food, for clothing and other useful products. This is called agriculture. Growing plants and rearing animals for food, clothing and other useful products is called agriculture. Plants of the same kind are grown on a large scale for food, clothing, etc. are called crops. Okay, children. Now, coming to the next slide. We know what is meant by agriculture and what is meant by crop. So, India is one of the second largest populated country. At the same time, India is a vast country. The humidity conditions like temperature, the climatic conditions like temperature, humidity and rainfall is different from region to region. According to, there is a rich variety of crops are grown in different parts of the country. So, to understand this one, these crops are divided into two broad cropping patterns. That means all these crops are divided into two groups or three groups. Mainly two groups. What are they? First one, Kharif crops. What is the first one? Kharif crops. The crops which are grown or which are sown in the rainy season are called Kharif crops. Rainy season. So, in which month rains occur in India? That is July to September. July to September is the rainy season in India. So, these Kharif crops are sown in the July to September month. And the harvest period of this Kharif crops is October and November. So, paddy plants, maize plants, soya bean plants, groundnut plants, cotton crops are the examples for Kharif crops. What are Kharif crops? The crops which are sown in the rainy season are called Kharif crops. And examples: paddy, maize, soya bean, groundnut, cotton are Kharif crops. Now coming to the second pattern of crops, that is Rabi crops. So, the crops grown in the winter season are called Rabi crops. So, when is winter season in India? It is from October to March, winter season. So, when the crops are grown in the months of October to March are called Rabi crops. Here, wheat crop, gram crop, pea crop, mustard crop and linseed crops. These are the examples of Rabi crops. Next, third one, jade crops. So, these are grown in the summer season, that is March to June, summer season. Example for these, watermelon, muskmelon, bitter gourd, pumpkin and cucumber. These are the examples for jade crops. Okay children, why some plants are grown in rainy season, why some plants are grown in only winter season, why some plants are grown in summer season? You know the answer. Here, the plants that are grown in rainy season require more water. For example, paddy. Paddy requires more water. That's why it's grown in the rainy season. Why? Coming to the Rabi plant. Wheat plant requires only less water. Wheat plants require only less water. So, it is grown in the winter season. In the same way, these jade crops require very less water. That's why they are grown in the summer season. Okay. Now, these are the examples and pictures of both Kharif and Rabi crops. So, Kharif crops, rice, that is paddy, corn, soya beans, sugarcane, groundnut and cotton. These are the examples of Kharif crops. And Rabi crops, wheat crop, oat crop, chickpea crop, mustard crop, almond crop and broccoli crop. These are the examples of Rabi crops. Okay children. Now, for example, you want to prepare a dish, a delicious dish, your favorite delicious dish. What will you do? First, you must have one idea how to prepare, what are the ingredients required for it, and some idea how to prepare. Then, for example, coffee. First, you must have one idea. We need some water, milk, coffee powder, sugar and stove, some vessels. Do you follow some steps in preparing coffee? First you keep a vessel on the stove and switch on cylinder, gas stove. Then you pour some water. When boiling the water, you add milk. After that, you add sugar and coffee powder. Then you filter it. This is one process. You have to follow this process. Then only you will get coffee. First you add milk. If you boil the milk, after boiling adding coffee powder, after adding water and sugar, do you get the nice coffee? No. So, there is a system. If you follow the system, the process, the step by step, then only you will get a nice coffee or tea or other dishes. In the same manner, in the agricultural field, the farmers follow one system, one process, some basic practices, then only they will get good harvest. So, what are the basic practices of crop production? First one, preparation of soil. Preparation of soil means they make the soil ready for crop. That means they enrich the soil with nutrients for the crop. Next, sowing. Sowing seeds. Second step. Third one, adding manures and fertilizers. Already in the last classes we have studied what is manure, compost, humus, vermicompost. So, these manures and fertilizers enrich the nutrients in the soil. And irrigation, they supply water to the plants from time to time and protecting from weeds. Some unwanted plants also grown along with the main crops. That's why they have to be removed. So that is called weeding. And harvesting, collecting the crops and storage. They store these grains for further usage throughout the year. So these are the basic practices. What are those? Those are preparation of soil, sowing, adding manures and fertilizers, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting and storage. These are the basic practices of crop production. Okay, children, today we have learnt agriculture, crop management and Rabi crops, Kharif crops and Zaid crops and the basic practices of crop production. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.